I like myself. Sunday morning at 8:30.
This is King News Service for Saturday, August 5th. Reported by Lou Dobbs.
Good evening. One person has been killed, several others seriously injured in a head-on collision this afternoon on the Evergreen Point Bridge. Shortly before 2:30, an Atlas Van Lines truck westbound on the bridge swerved out of control. The truck crossed the center line. It crashed into a Datsun and crushed it and pinned an Audi against the bridge wall. It took nearly an hour and a half to free the victims. The 3 occupants of the Audi were taken to Harborview Medical Center. Their conditions there tonight are listed as stable. The names of the victims have not been released until their families can be notified. The truck driver was not hurt. The cause of the accident still under investigation. That accident tied up traffic on the bridge for more than 3 hours this afternoon. The worst bus accident ever in North America has claimed 41 lives. The bus, loaded with mentally and physically handicapped people, crashed into a lake late last night near Eastman, Quebec. Lee McCarthy reports.
Went into the lake just before midnight. It floated for almost half an hour before it sank, but most of the 48 people on board were mentally or physically handicapped and could not swim. 7 people, the driver, 5 volunteer workers, and tour director Alain Pouliot, escaped before the bus went down. Later, Pouliot described what it was like on the bus.
And we get into the water about 40 to 50 miles an hour. And we float just like a boat for about 100, 150 feet. And the first thing I thought in my head was to open the door. I have very big difficulty to open it.
Claude Merineau tried to get to the bus minutes after it hit the water.
We got 2 boats, but it take about 10 minutes to get the boat. And we give 1 boat to Mr. Pouliot, and the other boat, my kids with his friend, they go close to the bus. But during that time, the bus is still go in the water. And the people inside is screaming, au secours, we want going out from the bus, and so.
The search for the victims began almost immediately, but the bus could not be found. By morning, 1 body had been recovered, but there was still no sign of the bus. Lac d'Argent is 60 feet deep and has a soft, muddy bottom. Throughout the day, police used helicopters, grappling hooks, sonar, and divers in the search. The driver, Dennis Martel, watched the operation but would not talk with reporters. But Martel told police that as he started down this hill, the brakes on the bus failed without warning. Martel said he hollered to all of the passengers to hold on as the bus raced down the hill at high speed and ran out into the lake. This afternoon, 14 hours after it sank, the bus was found in 45 feet of water, 260 feet offshore. There were 38 bodies on board, leaving 2 people unaccounted for. Police are just now starting to bring the bodies out. All of the passengers were residents of the small mining town of Asbestos. The tragedy was the worst bus accident in Canada's history. Lee McCarthy, NBC News, Lac d'Argent, Quebec, Canada.
The death toll in those Texas flash floods has risen to 23. Workers are searching the debris for another dozen people who are missing, and the heavy rains are apparently not over.
The creeks around Albany, Texas were receding today, and the rain had stopped. The ebbing water revealed some grim sights. This car buried in the creek bed, the body of its driver apparently trapped inside. At least 6 people are dead here, and the local sheriff says the death toll could go to 20 or 25 as more bodies are uncovered. This afternoon, Albany was still without running water, sewers, electricity, and telephones. Utility crews are working around the clock trying to get things running again. And the townspeople are trying to get their lives back in order.